This next page of your job seeker application asks for your contact information. You will notice that the application automatically puts in some of the information that you put in on the very first page. For instance, my name is already indicated. Next up, you need to write a home address. If you have an apartment number or a townhouse, you can write that here. And of course, you need a city. You can choose your state from the drop-down menu, and a zip code. Next up is your cell phone number, and this is very important because this is the main number we will use to contact you about jobs and about your application. If you have a home phone number, please feel free to put that in as well. The application has already put your email address in from when you wrote it on the very first page. This is the email address we will use to contact you about jobs and your application. If you have a second email address, you may write that in as well. Next, the application asks for a little bit of personal information, including your gender, your date of birth, your country of birth. You can use the drop-down menu for this. If you were born in another country, then it's going to ask how long you've resided in this country and how long you've lived in this suburb. This next box is very important because it asks about your legal status to work in this country. Remember, to work for Monicare, you must have a green card, citizenship, employment authorization card, or a naturalization certificate. If you are in process getting any of these, we can still work with you as long as we have an official letter that says you have applied for these, one of these situations, and that you are in process. The next box asks about your marital status. Maiden name is one of those fields that you must fill in. You might be wondering why we would ask for your maiden name. Well, when we run your background check, in order to have you hired officially, we need to know what your last name is and your maiden last name for the background check. If you are not married or do not have a maiden name, you can mark this box, which stands for not applicable. If you have children of your own, please indicate that next. Add in your children and their birthdays. If you have more than one children, please click this little green button, Add Another Child. You might be wondering why we ask about whether you have children. A lot of times, clients like to hire nannies or housekeepers that have raised their own children. It's like extra experience. The other thing we need to know is that if you have children that are not completely grown up yet, how are they going to be taken care of while you are working? Please click one of these boxes to indicate where your children will be while you are working. If you have any other additional information you would like to share about your family, please feel free to write it in the next box. This next box asks all the cities and states you have lived in for the past 7 years. Once again, we ask this information because when we run your background check, we will need to know. If you need to add another state or city, you can click here. Anytime you need to remove information, you can click this red minus sign. Emergency contact information is very important, so please choose somebody that is close to you and include their phone number. Please indicate what their relationship is to you. If you were recommended to Monicare, then please tell us who recommended you. If you found us on the internet, please indicate which search engine you used, whether it was Google, Yahoo, Bing, or any other search engine. If you found our link on a website, please specify the website. For instance, if you found us on Sittercity. Once you've filled in this information, please press Save and Continue so we can go to the Credentials page.